We are rolling.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. I was looking at your website the other day, and there was a picture of like this pink Art Deco house.
Right.
Was that in Indiana?
It was. Yeah. Yeah, it was. I mean, I know you're from Indiana, so it's like you probably know more about it than I do, but it's in the sand dunes, right?
Yeah, I grew up 20 minutes from that spot. Okay. So I saw it and I did a double take and I was like, I'm positive I know where that is. It's such a random location.
Yeah. Isn't it like a part of the National Park Service or whatever?
Yeah, the agency I used to work at, we tried to film there for a shoot. I mean, this was probably 12 years ago or so. And they were like, yeah, absolutely no shot. Like historic landmark, couldn't get any kind of permit. Or maybe what it was is they quoted us some like insane fee to shoot there.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like. I think Tony and I, when we took a road trip, we were trying to find somewhere to camp, and I think we just knew that there was like a campground near there, or like a parking lot or whatever. Yep. And then we saw that in the morning, and I was like, House is so out of place right now.
It's really random. Yeah. Go ahead and bring that up a little closer there. About like a fist. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. It's a random spot. Yeah. But I think from what I can remember, it was like all the wealthy people in Chicago would just build mansions like all along the lake. Yeah. All the way up into Michigan.
Makes sense.
And just commute back into the city. Maybe one day.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, that whole area is... I had no idea there were sand dunes there, and it's kind of beautiful right there.
Yeah, it is. It's a really random spot because you think like Indiana, Midwest, Michigan, and then it's that tiny little corner up there that's just like pretty wild. But that was a big thing growing up in the summer. We would always go to the lake, be at the beach, which was great because the rest of the state, there really isn't anything like that anywhere else. Yeah. So it's kind of cool. It was cool to have growing up.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Iowa, so that was, we're surrounded by
very similar
farm fields. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing really for the people. It's all kind of just private, Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Would be sick to have a big lake like that.
Just a couple Midwest boys now out in the West, full West.
Living the dream.
Is that considered, Idaho or Iowa?
Iowa.
Iowa. Is that's still considered Midwest, right?
Yeah, I think I would say Midwest. I don't know when that actually changes. Maybe.
Yeah, where is the line?
Like edge of Nebraska?
It's got to be.
And then that's like plains?
It's got to be like, Nebraska, Colorado border.
Yeah.
And then, because once you see the mountains, then I guess you'd start considering yourself out west.
Right.
But even eastern Colorado plains...
I mean, might as
feels west.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Might as well be Kansas out there.
Basically. That drive is brutal from Indiana to Colorado. It's just like 16 hours of nothing. Just fields.
Yeah, that's even worse than my drive. I think ours is like 11 and
it's a little bit
12
shorter.
Hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still brutal.
Billy's down there being quiet.
Being a good boy.
Puppy. Are you good? You're good. Oh, you heard that? You're okay. You're okay. It's okay. Just don't bump the cameras. Well, hey, Ruben, would you mind doing a quick little intro for the people who are listening or watching and might not be super familiar with your work?
For sure. My name's Ruben Weaver. I live in Denver. I've kind of been bouncing around freelance world the last 6 years, and I'm loving it. I'm doing some cam op, some AC work, stills, working towards becoming a DP. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Hell yeah. Sweet. Dude, what have you been working on recently? Like, it feels like we're already in summer. I guess it is. It's May.
Yeah, it's been kind of wild. It's been a little bit slow this year for me. But I've had a couple good jobs. Doing some photo assist, some AC work. Yeah. And then kind of just some like passion projects that are in the works that I've been trying to like really kick off.
What are those that you've been working on?
Yeah. So I've been working, there's a couple like people in Denver, they're homies that I think are really interesting. And I feel like they just have cool stories and they make cool stuff. And they're just a couple, you know, people that I kind of like look up to and know like, all right, these guys are doing unique stuff. And I want to try to like tell that story.
Nice. Is it like documentary type of?
I don't know
series?
what it's totally going to be yet. But I know like I want to shoot it and kind of just like have, you know, freedom with it and just kind of like see what unfolds.
That's cool.
But yeah, it's like in the motorcycle space and then tattoos and kind of just like counterculture stuff.
That's
stuff
cool.
that I like.
That's sweet. Have you started doing that yet, or are you like about to?
Yeah, it's so funny. Like it's weird with passion projects that it's all, you know, you ask people for time and, you know, it's no one's getting paid. It's all kind of just like,
right.
You know, the stars have to align almost.
Yeah, you kind of have to be flexible with people's time, but also you feel like you really want to get it done. So you also want to put in like the amount of time that's needed, which is usually a lot.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if I want to like go down this path and, you know, I'm really trying to push to be behind the camera more and like actually shooting. And, you know, if I want to see that through, I need to like get stuff out there and, you know, show like what I can do type thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of what I just know. Like I gotta keep working, keep pushing, you know, and try to like get this stuff done.
Yeah. Cause I feel like you're at a really interesting point in your career. Cause we've known each other and worked together for, I mean, years now, probably since I think it was like 21, 22, somewhere in that world.
Yeah.
But when I met you, you were doing like styling work as a stylist, and we worked together on that classic Caritra 10-day ecom shoot. Power was going out in the building.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was like a really good crew.
Yeah. Those were like the good days, I think, of like that particular ecom studio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think it's like, I think that place is done now.
Yeah. RIP.
Yeah. But yeah, styling was kind of the first, obviously it was like PA work. And I only had a couple of those jobs like starting out. And this is like back in 2020.
Yeah.
When I went freelance. But yeah, styling kind of like developed, you know, into like a styling assist, you know, from a PA styling assist. And then, you know, Jay Jean and Jesse Capstick and a few other people kind of like brought me in, and, you know, I kind of learned that side of things first.
Right.
So not a very like traditional way to like, you know, eventually to where I am now, like wanting to get behind the camera. So yeah, it took kind of a long route to get here, but I do appreciate like the people I worked with, and you know, I learned a ton.
I think it's good though to like, because I do feel like I had maybe more of the classic path into the industry, because I like always wanted to, you know, be a director or a cinematographer, and I went to film school for a year and have kind of been obsessed with movies for forever. And then I, you know, started calling myself a director and DP, and, you know, started doing really shitty work, and then it just grew from there.
Yeah.
But, which I think can be beneficial, but then a lot of guys, I think most people in our industry do come in from like a different angle, but I think that also gives like really cool perspective.
Totally. Yeah.
And so not everybody's coming in with the same like references or the same creative process, because you are pulling from different experiences in the industry, or even before you were working in production. So I think that would be cool.
Yeah. It was like, I'm so happy looking back at it. That's kind of the route I took. And also like without all the people I've met, like I wouldn't have, you know, I really owe it to everyone that's like kind of hooked me up with a job here and there, and took a chance almost, you know, and just kind of like put me in the spot to like, you know, learn and do better and develop, you know, new skills.
Yeah. I mean, so for people who aren't familiar, can you kind of maybe start from the beginning, like how you, like first picked up a camera, started getting into it?
Totally.
Yeah, kind of go from there.
Yeah. So way back, I don't even know. I was a teenager, but I got a stills camera from my grandpa, like way back, you know, for a birthday or whatever. And so I just started shooting photos, you know, in Iowa, trying to like, you know, just have fun with it, but also like create unique stuff. Cause it's easy in Colorado to like go out and shoot landscapes or, you know, shoot like beautiful things. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, in Iowa, it's like a little more challenging to like,
you got to work for it.
Yeah. Find unique things and try to like make things look better. Mm-hmm. And then, I got a GoPro one summer and threw it on the handlebars, like on a fixed gear bike, and kind of just made a bunch of like fun edits that summer.
Nice.
And that was my first, like, you know, trying to make like cool videos just with buddies, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, fast forward to, when I moved out, so Tony, my wife, her and I, we took a 1.5 year long road trip back in like 2015, and the goal was to like hit every national park.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So we made it to all the like lower 48 states, and that was like a really sick trip. There's a couple brands, you know, brands like hook it up with product for stills or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that, you know, a lot of like I hit up brands, and at the time I was like, oh, this is sick. I'm just shooting some photos for a tent.
Right.
Or like a new, you know, Goal Zero stuff or whatever. So that kind of led to like me having a camera in my hand every morning, you know, at night, trying to get like star trails and like, you know, just play around with the camera and like really learn it and try to, you know, take it to the next level. Yeah. But yeah, I just had a camera in my hand every day, and that kind of just like, you know, I learned a ton over a year, you know, shooting photos every day.
Yeah. If you're shooting every day, my God, you're going to start finding your eye pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's like, that was all just like for fun and passion, you know, just, I loved it, you know.
Were you guys like road tripping in a van, or what were you doing?
Yeah, that's so funny. We originally were looking for a van. Okay. And then we ended up taking Tony's dad's motorhome that he had bought. It was like a 70s, I don't know if it was I think it was a Dodge, like 70s Dodge, like motorhome, kind of big, like kind of ugly, not, you know, nothing cool like a Sprinter or whatever, but we like built it out, and we road tripped the first like 10 days in it, and we're like, all right, this is going to be the next year, like we made it home, you know. And we're down in Nevada on the loneliest highway, like Highway 50.
Oh my God.
In the middle of nowhere.
What happened?
And timing chain blew, like the gears on the timing belt. Yeah. Or timing chain just like were tore apart, and I think we like blew a rod or something in there in the engine, and it was a huge problem. And I didn't know much about cars back then, but I just like, you know, we were done. Right. Yeah. So we ended up building out, she owned an old Subaru, so we like built out the back of that and just kind of downsized everything, brought less stuff. Yeah. And we still did it, but it was like a rough beginning to the whole, you know, at that time, like Instagram too, I think was like.
Yeah. When was this?
2015. Okay. Yeah. So you could like or 2016, sorry. Yeah. You could get a lot of like, you could take photos and like get kind of a lot of stuff in return, you know? Right. And it wasn't like, they didn't ask for much. Right. Wasn't like crazy.
Yeah. Cause I mean, social media, Instagram was still relatively like new back then.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't like totally destroyed.
Saturated. Yeah. Destroyed. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, there wasn't really any like videos or reels or anything happening. It was just like.
But you were like an OG influencer.
I guess, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's cool.
But yeah, that road trip really, really set me up for, you know, at least like knowing what I love to do. And like, I love shooting photos and not so much video at the time. Like looking back at it, I wish I like shot a bunch of video that whole trip and like kind of documented that.
Right. I was going to say, yeah. Can you ever go back and depending on how much video and photo you shot, could you ever go back and like cut something together?
Yeah, I took very little. Like I have some moments at the beginning of the trip when I first started and I was like, all right, I'm going to keep this going. Mm-hmm. And then it kind of like fell off on the video side.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was still like, I feel like I could put together maybe like a short, something really small.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But yeah, it was quite the experience. I mean, we were like broke too. Like we had no money.
Yeah. So you're just scraping by.
Yeah, which was really fun.
Oh yeah, dude, that's sick.
But yeah, I mean that kind of like led us to Denver. We lived in Austin, Texas, and then
that's right. Yeah.
And then we took this road trip and ended up moving to Denver in 2017.
Okay.
And then I started working at Topo Designs.
Right.
And wanted to kind of turn that into like, let me take some photos here. And do all that. But, yeah, Topo. So in 2020, right when COVID started, Topo like slimmed way down on employees. So I got laid off then.
Did you move here in 2020 then?
We moved to Denver in 2017.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Same year that we did.
Yeah. So it was kind of just like, those were some fun years. Like I met a ton of people through Topo and like, it was pretty cool back then too, to like work, you know, not work at Topo, but people like knew about it. And it was kind of like in the cool kids club as far as like, you know, buying clothes and backpacks or whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, 2020 happened. And I think my very first job after getting laid off was with Josh Perez.
Okay.
He kind of had like a little production company. And do you know Josh or no?
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
I don't think we've met.
He definitely hooked it up and I kind of worked with him. And Rachel Crane, I think, was there at the time for a bit. But yeah, I just worked with them and they kind of got me set up with just like getting me on productions. And so I kind of learned about productions that way. Cool. And I don't even know like my title at the time. I was probably PA, but I just kind of like did whatever, you know, move lights around, stuff like that. So that was my very first summer 2020, like jumping in and doing stuff on productions. And then shortly after that, I think that's when I met Brenna and was on like a way bigger production. And I met like David Chang and Daniel Fickell.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And that was kind of like the first time I like was on a way bigger set with like a full crew, you know?
Right. Okay. So that was the first time. Yeah. Stepping onto a full production.
Yeah. And at that time too, I was like, I'm just happy to like be doing something.
Yeah.
It's still COVID.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No real direction at that time. But I met a bunch of people just on that project alone. Yeah. That would set me up the next year, you know,
cool.
With work and bouncing around and kind of like getting into styling from there. Which was like a crazy idea too. But I think working at Topo and doing like some merchandising here and there and like,
do you feel like you just had a natural eye for that and that's what drew you to that role, or what was it that you found interesting about it?
I mean, I've always kind of been into like clothes and, you know, I wouldn't say like fashion, 'cause I'm not that, you know, I'm not that like developed with like, you know, high fashion and stuff like that. But, I know what I like, and I know like what I think looks cool.
Yeah. I feel like that's the hardest part to figure out.
Yeah.
You know, like what you like or what your perspective is creatively.
Yeah.
Whether it's like clothes or photography or cinematography. Literally, I'm having like currently I'm having a big revelation on like, I'm 37 years old and I'm going through this phase of like realizing that the last, I don't know, like 10 years that I've been doing this, I made a concerted effort to learn a bunch of different styles so that I could shoot a bunch of different types of commercial work, whether it was like, I don't know, high key studio stuff or like really dark, moody, gritty, docu style, like whatever it was. I wanted to do it all. And now I'm kind of taking a beat and looking back on my work and realizing like, oh, I don't know if I've actually developed a specific style yet, which is kind of like a mind blowing revelation for me. At least. Yeah. I don't know.
No, I feel that. I mean, that's kind of scary almost to not, you know, like if you're asking yourself kind of like, what actually do I love about this or that? And yeah, I think that's tough for everyone to like really dive into like, oh, I'm just doing this now.
Right. Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, no, I think that's super tough. I would love to like just dive into, I've been really into like old stuff lately, over the last couple of years. And I just love like that style and kind of just like filmic look. It's hard for me to shake that. And I know that's super popular right now anyways, or it has been the last few years.
Just the filmic, like grainy type
just
vibe.
like filmic look, warmer tones, you know, I just love that style. Yeah. And it's hard for me to like, I can shoot other stuff and like make it, you know, whatever the client wants. Like, I feel like I can kind of push that. Yep. But I'd love to just like get to the point where I'm just getting hired for, you know, the stuff that I really love to make. And it's just like, that's the style we want. And it just works out perfect. You know, that's ideal, but.
Oh, totally. Do you think that series that you were talking about, that creative project, do you want to shoot it in that style?
I do.
Sick. Do you let me know? I want to help out.
Sick. Okay.
Yeah. I'm down. Yeah. Always.
I mean, I just bought a Super 8. Like a week ago.
Which one did you get?
So I got a Canon 814 XL. It's a modded Super 8 from Pro 8mm. It's like this company in LA that sells film stock. They develop and scan or whatever. But they mod these cameras that they love, and they like delete like the old mercury batteries for like the light meter, internal light meter, whatever. Right. They do stuff like that, and they make it very user friendly and like kind of just like updated for the times. And they like remove the gel. Like a lot of those cameras have like an orange
filter on the lens. Or?
It's like internal. It's just like a plastic gel like inside the camera, and they'll like delete that and kind of just like, you know, bring it up to the times.
Is that like in the gate?
Yeah, it's like between the lens and the gate. Whoa. Or maybe it's I think it's between the lens and gate. I'm not totally sure on that.
Interesting.
But yeah, so I found that camera on Marketplace in LA, which is crazy. Nice. So I'm like hitting up buddies out in LA and being like, hey, can you go look at this for me? Oh yeah. You know what I mean? Because I'm kind of like taking a gamble on it.
Right. You can't check it out in person. Yeah. So you had a buddy go pick it up, check it out.
And then ship it to me. And nice. So yeah, I just got some film the other day. Cool. And I haven't ran anything through it yet, but I want to use that on the project. And nice. I think I'm going to use some like black and white stock or something. Okay, cool. Because I think that'll be sick to bounce back and forth between, you know.
That would be sick to bring on, because I want to do for this golf spot, which I need to talk to you about after this. We're going to have like an A cam, but then I would love to have a B cam shooting like some 8mm.
That'd be
to
sick.
cut too.
Yeah.
So we should talk about that.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. I just recently found out too that we have like one of the best film processing companies in the country, in Littleton.
Yeah.
Which I had no idea.
Yeah.
And I like called them up and they were like, kind of gave me the rundown on where to buy like cheaper film. You can buy it like direct from Kodak, or you can, there's other companies that sell it like wholesale price or whatever.
Yeah.
But just knowing that I can drive down to Littleton and just drop some film off and,
right there,
and have it scanned at, I don't know if it's, I think it's 4K or 6K. I don't know. But
do you know Nikosi Roma?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. He
was he on your show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He was on the show. He shoots 16 mil primarily, but he's done like some 35. I'm trying to remember. He either works there part-time or like he'll pop in and help work there. Oh, but he also helped, like, I think he helped them get up and running as well. Damn. But when it comes to film stuff, like, he's super, he and I worked together several years ago and we shot 16 mil for this fashion spot, but,
he does like classes, right? Or
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I know.
Yeah.
I think I follow him actually on Instagram.
Yeah. When he came out, when he was on this, the podcast, he was talking about, he had just booked like his first, music video that was going to be shot on 35.
Damn.
And I was like,
that's so
my
sick.
boy's growing up. It was really cool. So, you two should connect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you don't see like projects like that, at least 35.
Not
like
in town.
Denver.
No, it doesn't really exist. The infrastructure isn't really there. I don't think like MP&E, I could be spreading misinformation, but I don't know if they have a like a 35 millimeter camera set up in town or not. I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder
to check it out.
I feel like that's always like on whatever share grid.
Share grid,
yeah. Like you could find
something.
Yeah. But that would be cool, man. I would be down to shoot Super 8 on that project you want to work on.
Okay, cool. I'll fill you in on some deets, maybe pick your brain, but I think we're going to try and shoot this month, end of the month.
Cool.
Yeah. When it comes to commercial work or personal work, creative projects, things like that, do you have like a favorite type of job to work on? Because I've noticed like on your website, Instagram, there's a lot of like motorcycle stuff, outdoor adventure kind of vibes. Is that kind of maybe in close to your wheelhouse, or do you have like a favorite thing to shoot?
Yeah, I mean, I love being outside, so that's kind of like on location stuff.
Yeah,
is my favorite type of work. I think studio is fun too, but it has to be with like the homies or like a crew that you really love. Otherwise, I don't know. Yeah. I've been on some big like studio jobs that everyone's kind of like in the zone and no one's really like, I don't know. It's just like you're not having a good time really. It's just kind of like everyone's real uptight almost. And I don't know. I just like do way better with a more, like we have the coolest jobs in the world, you know, like that's what I think. And we should all be like celebrating that every day. We get to go, create cool shit and like,
like even though there may be a lot of money on the line or like the schedule's super tight, like that, I think you're right. Like that can take over the joy of the creative process. And it doesn't always have to be, sunshine and rainbows and everybody laughing, but I know what you're saying. Like, don't take it too seriously, because then you start to lose the I don't know, what am I trying to say? Like creative freedom, or that's where the ideas come from.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you're on a job that's a little too, like, I get it. If you're with a bunch of new people, you don't want to like be an idiot the whole time and
bunch of noobs.
Yeah. Like, I get that. But nothing's better than working with homies and like a client that is really like chill and gives you the freedom to do what you want to do, you know, and trust you or whatever. That's like, those are the best jobs.
Yeah.
But back to your question.
Yeah. What's your favorite stuff to shoot?
Obviously, like, I love motorcycles, and like even cycling is really fun. Those are kind of like the things in my wheelhouse that I like, and like, can feel like I can tell the story right. Yeah. But really any type of like outdoor, you know, lifestyle stuff or narrative, like, right. I feel like docu-style stuff.
Your work reminds me a lot of like Sean O'Neill's work too. I think the two of you like go hand in hand in a really cool way. Like he also has a lot of like motorcycle spots, outdoor kind of adventure. Like, yeah, really cool.
Yeah, Sean's a homie. I know, like we're all tight with Sean. Yep. We've worked a bunch together too, and yeah, we worked on this like e-bike job out in Joshua Tree or Mojave Desert somewhere.
Which brand was that?
It was for Ristretto. Oh, Ristretto. It's a brand that Daniel Fickell works with a bunch, and I think he brought Sean into it, and then I was brought into it, and it was just such a fun project. And like those are the scrappy jobs that you like get in the back of a truck, you know, and and everyone's kind of like, I shot stills on that. Oh, cool. And everyone's kind of just like doing their thing and like in their zone, but like having a good time. And, you know, it's like if you can put in a day, a 12-hour day, and it feels like nothing, those are like the best, because you like, everyone's kind of like, everyone's like working together and just kind of sharing the same, like, you know, goal. Yeah. Yeah. It's, like you said, that balance of like, I mean, those shoots are the best. Like when you're with your best friends and just like on a really cool creative project, there's nothing better than that. Yeah. I remember the Sprinter van got stuck out there. Oh yeah. On one of the days, and we're all like, I don't know, it's probably like 80s. We're all, you know, like a couple people like took their shirts off and kind of just like, we're just out in the desert stuck right now trying to like push this van out and like digging sand out. And those are like the crazy little things that I feel like happen a lot on like scrappy jobs that are, there's no like location scout. We're kind of just like driving around. Be like, oh, that spot looks cool. Yeah. Like let's drive over here and check it out. Yeah. But yeah, I love a good scrappy job with a budget, of course, but you know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. I don't know. Gotta get paid. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like good balance, right? Finding that good balance of like the creative, but also the budget. What's the three, I'm going to fuck this up so bad, but it's like the three things that you look for when you book a new job is like, is it portfolio work? Am I getting paid? And who do I get to work with? It's like those three things. And if you can get 2 out of 3, then like go for it. Yeah. Yeah. There's a name for it and I can't remember. I've heard that in the comments. Yeah. That's so funny. I've heard that a bunch. Yeah. But yeah, I totally agree. It's like, yeah, maybe you get 2 of those. You're not getting paid much. Yeah. I would do that for sure. For sure. Do you find that maybe that translates a little bit to your creative process? Like when a new job comes across your desk or you land that next job, like does your mind naturally go to that kind of a shoot? Or do you have, I don't know, like everybody's so different. And this is something that I talk about a lot is like, you know, when I book that next job, my mind goes to a certain place. Some people have like a very specific process for that, and others maybe a little bit more open or no process at all. I don't know. I just find that fascinating. Just like asking people, like, where does your mind go? Totally. I think if I'm kind of owning the job, and like, you know, I got to build out the team or whatever, I kind of immediately think about like, all right, what's this client want? Like, are they, you know, is this going to be a fun job, or is this kind of like a job that, you know, is going to pay the bills type of thing? Yep. Which is, I don't know. might not be the best way to look at it as far as
that's reality though,
bringing like creativity into it. But
right. Okay. So let's say, well, let me get more specific. Like if it is a creative job where you're brought in, like we want your creative perspective on this, or like storyboards, or you're pulling inspiration or things like that. Like, do you have like, so for me, I have so many different YouTube playlists, so many different like Instagram saved folders for different things. Like that's me. And that's part of my process, I guess. But I don't know. Is that?
Yeah. I honestly, like, I'm kind of, I procrastinate quite a bit.
We all do.
And I feel like it depends like how high stakes the job is, or like what's on the line, you know? But yeah, I mean, I'll kick it off quick and like start looking at inspo and
cool.
And figuring out like who you know, if I'm building out a team, or like who I can bring on that can really like help me dial this in and make sure it's like exactly what everyone wants.
Cool.
But yeah, I just feel like more times than not, I'm looking at inspo, you know, a day or two out, or like last minute locations, and like, you know, where this is actually going to take place, and how to like make it cool. Yeah. And that's all like happening kind of live.
But you know that's how your brain works too, right? Yeah. Like, you know, like you're not just being like, oh, like whatever. You know that if you do wait to maybe not the last second, but you know, like the last day or two, like that's maybe where the creative ideas come from.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that little bit of pressure kind of like pushes you to, you know, make something cool and just try to like, find something that maybe you didn't see before.
Yeah, I would agree. There's been a lot of times where before I hop on a call where we're talking about the creative, I get like those last second ideas, like 5 minutes before the call, and I'll like jot down a couple notes. There's something to say about that for sure. Like in the last minutes, like your brain subconsciously will just start like firing.
Yeah. That's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of fun too, to challenge yourself like that.
Did you just fucking wing it?
Yeah. It is kind of fun. And honestly, I feel like I kind of, being like relatively new, like in the industry and like where I'm heading, you know, I picked up some of that from like David Chang and Daniel Fickell. Those dudes constantly are like amazing me, you know, just like with how they like approach shit. I feel like they just kind of like show up and, well, I don't know, like let's check this out, and then they just do it, and you know, it works out all the time. But
shout out to David and Daniel.
Yeah, those dudes, I hooked it up with work like early on. Yeah, and they've been great.
Yeah. Is Daniel still in town?
He's in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, and he I think he just got married this year, or maybe last year.
Okay, nice.
But yeah, he's doing life in Florida, and David, I don't know where he's at, dude. David's traveling around
all over the place. I haven't seen either one of them in a minute.
Yeah.
We were talking about camera gear earlier. What are you rocking with these days as far as like, do you own a camera package? Do you rent per project?
Yeah. So I pretty much have all Sony stuff. I have for stills, I have a Sony A7R5.
Okay.
And I've got like all the lenses, you know, everything you could need for like stills. And then I actually just got an FX6 a couple months ago. Okay. Couldn't pass up on the deal. And that's kind of going to be the camera that I like shoot some of these passion projects on. And, nice. You know, and then shout out to you. I also have a FX3.
You got the hookup.
Yeah, which was nice. So yeah, it's weird. Like last year I had no cinema cameras, and this year I have.
Right. Oh, that's right.
You know,
You have 3.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah, nice.
And then I have the Super 8, which I just got to. But yeah, I think maybe it's just like age, but I'm kind of just diving into like what I actually want to do and like where I see myself going, and and that's like creating, just cool shit with friends, and like shooting video is kind of like the direction I want to go.
Nice. Because you do both. You do stills and video. Did you start out doing stills?
Yeah, so started out doing stills, and I don't know. I kind of just, obviously the story can be told way better with motion video. So that I'm just like naturally drawn to that more.
If you're trying to tell a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just way, the full picture's there. And I just want to dive.
Dude, my stomach's making crazy noises. That coffee.
Yeah, dude. You got to go take a shit.
Yeah, probably. Gonna have to cut here in a second.
But yeah, I just like, I want to shoot more video, and this is kind of like, I AC'd for a bit, and like I'm still ACing because in Denver, I feel like you kind of have to do a couple things to keep money coming in. And I know there's like way better ACs in Denver, but I think it just kind of like, I thought that that should be the next step for me. Like, all right, I'm going to AC for who knows how long. And then I'll start shooting and like working towards being a DP.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the end goal.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just kind of like, I'm just going to go for it. So I bought some cameras.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm just going to like start shooting stuff and putting it out there.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's been kind of like it's like tough mentally, because I still feel like, the imposter syndrome bullshit that everyone has. I feel like,
yeah, that never goes away.
Yeah. So it's like, when is it going to happen? Like, when am I going to start shooting? And like, no one's really going to give you that shot unless you like start doing it yourself. So it's like, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah. Just fucking send it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, especially for the passion projects. Like, I've never owned a camera package for video. I owned a stills package, but when you want to go out and just grab your camera and go shoot something creatively, like, that's going to be so clutch for you to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, right? Like, I feel like I kind of like make excuses for myself on things, just like personally. And the camera thing was one of them. I'm like, I can't go shoot because I don't have this or that or whatever.
Yeah.
But really it's like, you could shoot with your phone too, and just like, get concepts down, and
you can shoot ProRes on your phone now. So it's just like, yeah. But there is something to be said though. I will say, like, grabbing your phone and going out and shooting something where you're at, where I'm at in our careers, like, that just doesn't feel, I don't know. There's something feels off about that.
Totally.
Probably because we're just a bunch of chop dunks over here.
It doesn't feel intentional though.
No, it doesn't.
You're not. It's like, I'm always filming shit on my phone anyways. Like, you got to the bar with your buddies. I'm always filming dudes, my buddies in compromising situations,
Yeah, of course.
And just like having fun with it.
Yeah, he's got blackmail.
Yeah. But I can't imagine like grabbing my phone now and like, oh, I'm going to shoot this like slow-mo motorcycle shot or some shit.
Right, yeah. But yeah, kind of diving back in, I was thinking about like, some challenging shoots that I've been on recently. And I wanted to ask you, like, have there been any projects, doesn't have to be recent, but anything that comes to mind where maybe you're on a shoot or a project and it didn't quite go the way you were hoping, and maybe what you learned from that?
Yeah. That's tough. I'm trying to figure out like if there's any specific jobs that kind of popped up that didn't go well.
I'm really just trying to have you bare your soul here for everybody watching.
I mean, so this year has been kind of not the first time, but consistently I'm trying to like bid on jobs. Mm-hmm. And so that's like newer to me, that side of like our business. But
yeah,
that's kind of been trial and error. I've sent some bids that have been kind of just like shot down or just like, oh, we went with someone else, you know, and that always sucks because,
right.
like I said before, this spring has been a little bit slower, and you know, I'm kind of like transitioning into more being behind the camera and like, so focusing more on that type of work. And
Yeah.
it's just been tough. It's tough to like lose out on a job and you're like, oh shit, like, was it way too high, or, you know what I mean? Like what happened?
Yep.
Was it, you know, deliverable? Should I've, you know, added a little bit more for them, like bang for their buck or whatever, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That always sucks. So that's been kind of like a new thing for me, like trying to navigate, you know, working directly with the client. Cause normally like I'm either stills assist or AC. I'm kind of more like, I'll talk to the producer, give rates, be done with it.
Right. It's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kind of like owning the whole process has been challenging, you know, trying to figure out. And I've hit up homies about like their process and what that looks like, and, you know, try to learn from that. But
yeah, that's tough.
it does suck, man. Losing out on a job where you're like, you know, maybe a week goes into it or 2 weeks back and forth. And then you finally send the bid and it's, you know, radio silence, and you're like,
right.
Oh shit. Like,
yeah,
what happened?
And I guess when you're putting those together, like how much time are you dedicating to those pitches and like pulling references or thinking through logistics, deliverables, that whole side of things?
I mean, probably not enough. I think since I am kind of like new to like bidding on projects, I mean, I probably should put a little bit more into it and know like, you know, more like understand like what they're actually wanting, just to get a better grasp on, you know, how I can pull it off. But yeah, this last one specifically was like such a hit, because I kind of thought I had it. Like after a Zoom call, I was like, this is feeling good, you know, I've got it. And I kind of started like looking forward to, you know, doing this project. Like we were like a month out or whatever. And yeah, it kind of just fell apart. So that really sucked, but learning experience, you know, just chalk it up to that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've always, I wouldn't say struggled with the pitch process. Oh, Billy, can you keep it down, please? Trying to figure out like how much time, how much effort do I put into this pitch deck,
right,
before it's overkill. And like my personality, I wind up putting in like a ton of time into it, and then I'm, you know, when you do lose out on it, then it feels pretty defeating. But I will say, like, the longer you do that, the more normal it feels. Where you're like, I didn't get it. Okay, and then you just kind of like pass on it and forget about it. Because
totally,
if I'll sit and just ruminate on it, it'll just fucking eat me alive. So
yeah, and I'm like, I'm kind of curious, like, okay, who did get, you know, who got it?
Oh yeah, or
like, you know, was it because they needed it to be like, you know, a lot cheaper or like whatever, you know?
Right.
It would be nice to know like the reason, right? But like,
yeah,
honestly, you need to just move on and like focus on stuff you actually want to shoot.
Yep.
You know,
for sure. Yeah. Do you find that have you mostly been pitching on like video versus stills, or are you doing a little bit of both?
This was like a hybrid
job. Yeah.
But I'm kind of open to both. Like I don't know why, but I've never really pushed stills that much.
Even though that's kind of where you started.
Yeah, I just feel like that I even have I just have more experience with stills anyways.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Part of me just is like way more passionate about doing video projects and like telling cool stories,
Yeah.
in that way rather than stills. But
yeah. Do you find yourself gravitating towards like one specific role over another, whether it's like directing, DPing, ACing, like anything?
I mean, the end goal is to DP, direct. I mean, those are like, I think that's like kind of like the holy grail for a lot of people of like what they actually want to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, the AC thing is, like I said before, that was just a stepping stone in my mind.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like, all right, I'm just going to go for, for what I actually want.
Right.
And also to be an AC, you have to be you got to geek out on everything and like know the latest things. And in this small market in Denver, it's like, I'm learning on the job, which is kind of crazy to say, but
you got to fake it till you make it though.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I don't have access to some of these cameras and like these lenses and you know what I mean? Like, sure, I could hit up some companies in Denver and be like, hey, can I just like come look at this? But also I feel like I just don't have that like drive to just go study, these cameras for AC jobs, you know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So it's like, can I put that energy into like passion projects?
Right. You'd rather be shooting than maybe studying the technical side.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself, that's another thing I've talked a lot about on this show is like, for lack of a better term, like the spectrum where like on one side it's really technical. Some guys are drawn to like the technical side of things where they, know the camera systems, the menu systems, like inside and out. And then the other side, which I feel like I kind of fall into, is like just more on the pure visual side. And some people are like right in the middle too. But do you like where do you fall on that scale?
Yeah, I want to know. Like, I want to be prepared and know everything about the menus, and like I want to know all that, especially if I'm ACing. Because just having that confidence like really helps a lot. Like knowing like, oh, we got to change something up. Like, let me take it from here type of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. Like, I fall into knowing what I think looks good and just kind of like diving into that and like the technicalities of getting there.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I could always use work and like I could always like learn more, which is great. Like, I love learning and like getting new, developing new skills. But yeah, I kind of fall more towards just like
the creative visual side. Yeah, I do too. But I found like balancing myself out with having somebody who's really technical there with me to have my back is key.
Yeah. I feel like, hire me as an AC, guys. I got you.
No,
I'm like shooting myself in the foot right now.
No, it makes sense because like the types of shoots that you like to be on, are not the very highly technical type shoots, right? Like,
yeah, it's kind of just more like, I don't know, like I'm not trying to gas myself up. I think it's like, who do we like to work with? Like, who can we tolerate for like 10 hours and like,
right. Crack a few jokes.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, like I'm looking for those people too. So if those are my people, I'm down, I don't know.
No, I mean, that's great.
Wait, so how did this all start? Like, where's the name from?
Oh, the podcast?
Yeah. Like, I'm really curious about like, cause I feel like it's kind of has its own branding and like, how did you come up with all that?
I mean, the name, I needed a name. And so I thought about it for like 2 days and I was like, it's kind of a nod to 24 frames a second.
Oh, okay.
So I added that in there and I just like the name Haus 24. The stretch is like the Haus is like the German pronunciation. And like my last name is German, like family's German. So
cool.
Like that's the genius behind that name.
I like that.
It was really like barely that, but I just needed a name, and I'm like, I like the way Haus 24 sounds.
Yeah.
So I just like stuck with it.
I think that's cool. I didn't know about the 24 frames either. I'm sure like it makes sense now.
Yeah.
Since that's kind of,
unless you're shooting 2398, and then it could be Haus 2398.
True. That's the next one.
But I mean, the whole idea is like, I've been thinking about doing a podcast for years and never pulled the trigger, but finally decided to do it almost a year ago now. It was like last summer when I started. And honestly, like part of freelancing was like reaching out to people, chatting, talking shop over a beer or a coffee, and like picking their brains. And I've been doing it for so long that it just kind of became a part of the job. Which I don't know if you and I ever actually sat down over a beer or a coffee and chatted, but we met through work, and then the friendship blossomed from there. We did
once, dude. I think we were talking about working on like that motorcycle spot that you did.
Yes, I've already forgotten. Shitty friend. No, Blue Sparrow. Now I remember.
Yeah, that's right.
And then, because you had just had Ellie.
Yeah. Yep.
And I remember you showed up and you're like, I need a coffee so bad, dude. I haven't slept in days. But yeah, anyway, like I just had this idea of, I've learned so much from those conversations and just talking with people in town. And it really helped me out a lot, especially when I was starting out, just hearing people's perspectives on things. So I just thought like, let's make some money off of this and
hell yeah,
monetize this shit.
Sponsor.
Yeah. No, I mean, I just honestly like, I wanted to kind of make it a little more intentional and then record it and put it online and let people, hopefully get something out of it. So
totally. Yeah. I think it's kind of genius to bring in the pros and, in Denver.
Yeah.
Not myself, but all the other people before me.
Dude, you're a pro. Come
on. I think that's sick though, to like, kind of get the inside scoop on everyone and like how things came to be for people.
Yeah. And we were talking earlier, like I still don't feel like I know exactly what this show is about. Like I want to get it more dialed moving forward, but it's been, I don't know, enjoyable doing it and sitting down and talking through things and picking people's brains. And, moving forward, I have like ideas of doing like roundtable episodes.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And like bringing in a director and a producer and a cinematographer, 3, 4, 5 people, and have them sit down and just like dig in for like, cause honestly, you and I could sit down, we could talk for 3 hours easy.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think there's even more value, like having 2, 3, 4 people with different perspectives, or do a panel of like 4 cinematographers or 4 directors or 4 ACs and like,
see the contrast with everyone.
Yeah, totally. And just like get into it. But I don't know, that might be later this year.
That's a good idea.
And just kind of go from there, but I don't know.
You got to have me back.
You'll be on the panel, dude.
Yeah. Just talk shit the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Just like do some like eye rolls to camera.
Yeah. This guy, dude.
Yeah. He takes himself so seriously. Well, dude, thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Thanks for talking shop. Let me pick your brain a little bit. Yeah.
For sure, man. Yeah, I'm stoked to be here. I'm glad. Hopefully I don't get canceled.
We're probably both going to get canceled after this episode, but we'll see.
No, we're good.
I think we're safe. I will catch you either on the next hang or on the next shoot.
Hell yeah. Appreciate it, man.
All right. Bye.